white supremacy is satanic. And the patriarchy is the evil king, and it's got a satanic element too. And that's the transcendental symbolic locale of malevolence and evil. And those things have to be contended with, but you have to do that in a sophisticated way. Or it's better if you do it in a sophisticated way. There's other technical issues, here as well that we have to attend to. We're so connected that any instance of racial injustice is immediately broadcast across our experiential landscape. And so if you ask people, the social psychologists have established this, if you ask individuals how much prejudice has interfered with their movement forward, they generally claim that they've been relatively unscathed. They've emerged relatively unscathed. But if you ask them to what degree their group has suffered or is still facing impediments, they rate the group victimization as much higher than their own personal victimization. Well, you hear about all the group victimization. Plus now you add to that the fact that we have a bias towards negative information. We find it more informative in some sense, and that's perhaps because we should be alert to areas of danger. You don't see headlines about peaceful, non-eventful racial harmony, which is what exists almost all the time. It's not news that, I can walk by you, your skin is slightly differently colored than mine, and we can walk by each other on the street without hacking each other to death with machetes. That's not news, thank God. But how do you make peaceful, infinite instances of peaceful coexistence newsworthy?
Yeah,
well,
you can't.
You can't. You can do it with historical comparison.
Yeah.
So that's a big problem. And some of this is probably a positive feedback loop gone astray. We paid more attention to issues of racial prejudice, and perhaps that was good in many ways, but because we're doing that, more attention is being paid attention to it, and it becomes more and more salient. And you can see that can ease, especially given all the new communication technologies and the rate at which outrageous occurrences can be distributed, and our intense difficulty at establishing base rate. It's like, well, who knows how many racial incidents of hate there are per day in a given city? Is that going up or down? Well, as individuals, we don't know that. The historical answer is it's obviously going down, way down, really fast.